All right. Good morning, everyone on the call. Happy to have you all this morning, this beautiful Wednesday morning. I hope everyone is fine, and I hope we're making money. We are trading and ensuring proper wallet management. So I hope that's what we are doing. Just like we did discuss yesterday, we tried to give an insight with regards to how the market was expected to be or to behave, which I'm glad that from the look of things, it is actually recovering. It's recovering very well. And I trust for those who might have been trading some coins that had actually dipped so much, be out by now. Okay, we talk about coins like pros that moved significantly yesterday. If you had entered it earlier on, probably by yesterday you should be out. We have a couple of other coins that are picking up, and they're picking up. So we hope by the end of the week, we'll be in position to see the market doing absolutely very, very well. Okay. If you look at the analysis, if you go and look at how the market is faring, especially with respect to Bitcoin, you should be in position to see that it's on the right track, given the fact that if you also Bitcoin dominance, it's actually, yeah. So with that happening, most likely it's a positive news for most altcoin traders like us, right? On the back of institutional traders to make. So it's very important for us to always on the call to try to probably those who may have this call as their first call so far in attendance, so that they know what we're discussing here and they can make a connection from where we started. Yeah. So that said, I will just want to recap a little on the areas so far already covered, and try to see the significance so far, and then we probably discuss something on what I had prepared for us today. In the next, and by around, we should be ending by around 8:30, 8:40, we should be set in the call, because it may not be so much that I've prepared for today. It will be something that is not so complicated like others. So we shall be looking at an indicator today, but that indicator is one of those indicators as well, which we have selected to share with you so that you may have at least some knowledge on, such that if it is one of those indicators that you may think or feel like you want to take up and try to probably improve your skill on, it will be well with you. So from the start of our classes, we did discuss a lot of things. We discussed the importance of having these skills the technical analysis skills or the market insight skill. We did discuss that because we wanted us to be traders, not just traders who follow things dogmatically, but traders who are inquisitive and who are yearning to do more, especially with the robot. Because as we always say, the robot should be in position to simplify work for you. It should be in position to simplify work for you. And simplify work for you, there are certain things, a certain skill set you may desire to help you maximize better, yeah? So in this class, we attempt to share with you some of those skills that will help you maximize. So we looked at the importance of having skills, and we went ahead to share with you some of the analytical tools that we feel, okay? There are very many, but we only shared with you a few of them that we feel you may easily acquaint yourself with and try to use them to try to get an insight at least to back up on what Rocky is already doing to just help you be a all-round trader. So the few we talked about, we started from the manual tools, which aids in analysis, and we majorly looked at how we can use the trend to analyze the market. We also did look at, after the trend line, we did look at how we can use the trend line to track the record of market price movement. And then tracking that, we saw how we can track it in a ranging market. We saw how we can track it in a market that is trending upward. And we saw also how we can track and monitor this price movement in a market that is on a downtrend. Right? We also did see how we can identify trade entry opportunities, right? From a market that is trending upward, trending downward, and in a ranging market. And in the process of us doing that, we did look at some of the phases that builds up to form a particular trend. And that took us to what we call the price delivery algorithm, which we said are the phases that the market undergoes to make a complete cycle or to bring about a particular trend. Then we went and looked at some of the aiding indicators that we may use to support our price action, the real analysis, the trend, and the trend lines, the support resistance. And out of the many, we did pick up one, being the stochastic relative strength index. We did pick out the MACD. The Bollinger band, which we just shared yesterday. We talked about yesterday. We did choose or pick the Fibonacci, as one of the indicators we could probably use. But the most important thing here is the aspects of why we choose those indicators, okay? Because we did discuss that some of these indicators are trend indicators. Am I audible? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear out? I got some interruption, so I hope I'm clear. I really hope. Yeah, so we said these indicators, some of them majorly are trend indicators. There's some of these indicators help us in actually determining volatility in the market. It helps us look at how volatile or less volatile the market is. Some of the indicators are volume indicators. That's to see an increase or decrease in the volume of the particular asset we intend to analyze. We also did say that some of these indicators also help us know the status of it helps us understand the status of the market of that particular asset we are analyzing. It helps us to understand or to know whether that particular asset has been oversold or it has been overbought, or rather, it helps us see whether that asset is on demand or it is on supply. So it's a whole thing that it's a skill set that helps us be a well-rounded trader. Yeah. So, and because it helps us doing that, that's why we constantly share and repeat these classes. Like after completing a cycle, we tend to repeat them. Why? Because we want to make sure you with them so that you can pick one or two or three and then concentrate on, which I'm glad that it is already yielding results. We have found how some of this works magically. Okay, there are people who are really taking this so much into account, and they're practicing, and they're not just practicing but executing it. They're using this to make money, which is good, which is really beautiful, because the end result is us not sharing in vain, but rather share, and then you pick something out of it, and then you also utilize and try to change your life and even the life of those who may be, around you. Lastly, as I said, you attend this class to get the skill set to be able to help whoever may be interested in pursuing a trading journey, especially those who intend to use Royal Q. Let them understand that Royal Q helps them make this money, but they can add flavor. They can add flavor to whatever Royal Q does by actually also learning this skill set. So you go ahead and teach them some of this strategy. Just give them those fundamentals. Sometimes you may not go so technical to an extent that someone may get confused, but you can give them the fundamentals. Because at the end of it all, remember, it's about making money.
I don't know whether it is my side, but we can't hear you.
Okay, maybe let me rejoin. Let me just rejoin. Let me just.
I believe Musa, your network is off.
Somebody called me and.
So maybe you go off and join again.
Okay.
Well, let's see. It's very clear. It's audible. Okay. You can hear him very clearly. It's very clear. You can hear him very clearly. It's very clear on your side. Okay. Good. Okay. So it's very clear. Okay. You can hear him. Good. That is very nice. That is wonderful. If you can hear him very clearly, that is wonderful. Coach Musa, I think now you are back.
Oh, yeah. I'm back here. Is it clear now?
Sure.
All right. The one there, the baby. Okay, let's come back. Let's get back. Yeah. So let's get back. So I was making that last point. I hope I don't know whether it is sunk in the mind, but yeah, that is basically that. Let's not be attending this class just for purposes of attending. Let's practice, let's perfect the skill, and in turn share. Let's teach these people. Let's decentralize this, because at least we have tried so much to make sure that much as we may all be under the umbrella of crypto ambassadors, we have made it so sure and so flexible in such a way that we can decentralize these classes. Yeah, you can decentralize. Yeah, decentralize.
Kati.
Okay, I just muted. Yeah, so you try to decentralize this learning, this training with your own team, with your small team. You can go ahead and try to replicate or duplicate what we share here, because that is the goal. It's about duplication. Learn something and in turn share. The more you share, the more it sinks in your mind, the more you become so acquainted with it, the more you make it clearly. It becomes part of you. So let's try to do that often, so that the learning does not only end here. Remember, not all the time we may be having these classes. Yeah, maybe sooner or later I may again go quiet, and then some other leader comes on board. So when you get a chance like this, always attend and replicate. Learn something from all these different leaders. All right. So how is are there people on the call who tried out the Bollinger Band strategy shared yesterday? And if at all you did, how has it fared so far? And if at all it's something that you feel is worth sharing, you may also let me know here on this very call right now, so that we can see how better to help. Okay, so just through the chat, how is the experience? Is it okay? Was the lesson worth it yesterday? Have you tried to practice? Or yeah. Is it okay? All right. Yeah, someone is saying Bollinger band is juicy, which is good. All right. All right. That's perfect. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So is it something that you can? Yeah. Somebody saying ball is my best indicator. Is it the ball? Which ball? Okay. Yeah, ball is my best indicator. Yeah, it's the Bollinger band is beautiful. Honestly, it is beautiful. It's very beautiful if you also know it. Yeah, it's one of those music indicator. If you learn, if you understand it, yeah. Yeah, somebody tried and gave 1.6. Okay. Yeah, Tony, keep trying. It turned into a mess. Keep trying. Wow. Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. You see the Bollinger Bands. You see all these indicators you can customize them. But for me, my preference is, especially for the Bollinger Band, I love using the default. Yeah, I love using the default. Yeah. You can customize it based on your preference, but I love using the default, especially almost of these indicators. I love using the default. If an adjustment I'm going to make is just in an attempt to eliminate certain noises, so to some of the other features that may, crowd the chart, but I love using them in their default form. Why? Because the way it has been designed, probably it was tested, and the way it is, so the more you go ahead, probably improve on your skill and so forth, you can go ahead and make adjustments if you want to. But the default settings, to me, I would recommend is the best. Okay, you could use the default settings. If any adjustment you would wish to make, maybe in terms of the strength, the length, sorry, not length, but the thickness of the lines, maybe the color of the lines, like that. But any other adjustment, to me, I feel the default setting is okay. It's really okay. Okay, so now let's look at something today. Let's look at something today. I want us to look at one indicator. One indicator which whose mode of operation is more or less similar to the stochastic RSI. Okay, its mode of operation is more or less similar to the stochastic RSI. However, our thinking, since it has the mode of operation similar to the stochastic RSI, I'll just share something little about it, and then we see how we can move over that. Yeah, yeah, just something little. Okay, so sorry about that. Let me share my screen. Allow me share my screen. Let's see what we can do. See. See. There are too many. There are some coins that are doing that are peeping, and they peep and then they go back. They peep, they go back. Very stubborn. Very stubborn. They are peeping, they peep and go back. They peep and go back. Just a minute, guys. It's an opportunity here. Let me first grab it then as I share my screen. What unit here? Let me see. I grab it. Then we continue. This one here. Hey, just see. Yeah, as I share the screen, let me first do this. Then we'll see what happens. Yeah, see what happens. Okay, good. Hmm. This is this. Ah, 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 it's crazy. Hmm. Hey, yes, me guys. Trying to share this. I hope it works. Okay. So what we're going to look at is actually called it's called the relative strength index. Relative strength index. Okay. I'm not repeating anything. So the lecture, yeah? So can you guys see my screen? Let me pick any coin. So what we're going to look at is called the relative strength index. So you come to your indicator, okay, RSI. Okay. Okay. This is again Mark D. Just a minute. Let me get this done. Oh. What's happening with the thing? Not firing the way I wanted it. Oh, it's not loading my chat. Why? It's not loading on my chat. Why? Okay, it's failing to load this. Let me just pick another. Discuss on another. I don't know what happened with it. It's not actually loading on my chat. I'm wondering why. I am wondering why. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's just look at this, because the RSI is not loading the chart. I don't know why, but we can look at this other indicator just to don't kill the class. Let's just look at the one indicator. Let's look at the MACD. At the MACD. Then maybe tomorrow. I think I don't know whether this thing has expired or what. Because I used the paid version, so I don't know. But let's use the let's look at the MACD. Let's just look at the MACD indicator. The moving average convergence and divergence. Let's look at that for the MACD. Now, what we're looking at is the MACD. If you go to your indicator, this is how, on the list of indicators, this is how it appears. It is this one. See that? It's called the MACD. The MACD. All right. So the MACD is one of those other indicator that actually is one of those popular momentum indicator and actually a trend indicator. Because why we call it a trend indicator? Because it helps in actually its mode of operation is with respect to the direction of the market. Yeah, it helps in predicting the market movement, and because it helps in telling you the market movement, it also has two moving averages, or what we call lines, that tend to move together, or sometimes parallel, or sometimes you find the other one crossing over another. Sometimes you find another one running above another, and like that. So these two lines, first of all, we have the two lines, what is called the MACD line, okay? The MACD line, and then we have the signal line, the MACD line and the signal line. Now, the signal line is actually this. Let's show you. Where's the size? It has these lines. Let me just use the size. I mean the thickness. Use the thickness. This one also. The signal line. Let me increase this. Oh, okay. All right. So we have these two lines. We have these two lines. One is called the signal line, and then the other is called the MACD line. Now, about the technicalities of this calculation and how it comes about, to me, it's none of my business. Okay, it is not for our own consumption for this call, not none of my business, but it's not for our consumption here. For us, we're interested in what happens, how do we trade it, okay? Those are the calculations. Those technical calculations now will just bring confusion, and I can't go into that at the moment. But these two lines, when you're actually using the MACD, the most important thing is to pay attention to the two lines, right? So the MACD has the two lines that run, alongside one another, and oftentimes crossing each other. Then it has what we call these bars. Those bars, sometimes referred to as the histogram, yeah? Histogram, not Insta, but histogram, okay? These histograms have varying colors, and at the same time, as just like I said, you can customize these colors, but sometimes using the default one, since it's most appealing to the eye, is what we just base on. We love using the default colors. But these histograms are of varying sizes and color. Okay, and we're going to explain each of them. All right. Now, this histogram, the way they are printed depends on the momentum of the market. Okay, their sizes will depend on the momentum of the market, or the volatility of that market. And each of the histogram corresponds to a candle streak on the chart. Each of the histogram corresponds to a candle. Okay, or it aligns with the candle. And this histogram helps in giving us a clue, okay, of a particular trading session as represented by that candle, okay, you know it very well that by now it should be important to know that each of the candle we see on the chart is representative of a trading session, okay? Each of the candle you see on the chart is representing a trading session. This trading session are termed in terms of time frames. Okay, if you talk about 1 hour time frame, it means whatever candle you see there would have taken like 1 hour for it to be formed. So it will be representing a 1 hour trading. The outcome of the color of the candle will be dependent on the kind of traders who yeah, who were dominants in that trading session. I repeat, the outcome of the color of the candle that is going to arise, okay, is as a result of that specific group of traders who were dominant within that trading session.
Your network is not clear at all.
Or the activity that outweighed the other in the trading session. You know, in the trading session, we have the buying, and the selling. In the buying session, we know what happens. In the selling session, we know what happens. Now, if within that particular time frame as represented by All right. Okay. So, sorry about that interruption, guys. Some of the things are unavoidable. Yeah, it's really unavoidable. But let's see how we move. And I think if we see a time bad, we could reschedule the meeting for tomorrow. We'll reschedule the meeting for tomorrow because yeah, because now this network here, I don't know. Even Leader Julius is off. He has just come back. So sometimes this network is interrupting the class so much. I don't know. At least from my side, I think I am okay. I don't know from that side. So do we could okay, let's see. Let's see. We could do something. We could do something. But I was of the opinion we just push this through tomorrow because it's already frustrating. Okay. So Leader Julius, I don't know whether you're on. If you're not on, then maybe through Coach Mopiwa could do.
Yes, I'm on. Let us reschedule for tomorrow.
Schedule for schedule for tomorrow. And tomorrow, exactly at 7:30. Maybe if I told to pass the minutes, then maybe by 1 or 2, I'll start off so that we can have enough time to go through this. And still, as I said, we shall be looking at, shall continue from where we stopped today. Yeah. So that we can prepare for the next class. So maybe if you have something to say, Leader Julius, you could go on. Yeah, but for the technical class,
No,
let's reschedule for
nothing to say. Nothing to say. Let us start tomorrow.
okay, please.
Let's catch up tomorrow.
Okay. Have a good day and happy trading.